I want to show you how we increased a custom home builder's leads from his website 150% since last year. Hey, this is Logan Shinholster with Contractor Growth Network, and I want to walk you through exactly what we did and some of the results that we've seen from a custom home building client that we've been working with for some time now. And I want to show you some of the realistic expectations of what we're seeing on our side, what's working, and just kind of peel back the curtains a little bit. So let me go ahead and just start off with some of the results that we're getting. Some people just want me to cut to the chase, and let me show you. What we have here is everything that I'm looking at. This is for July 2020, and then it's compared to July 2019. So you gotta remember, first off, the current climate is kind of nuts right now. A lot of people are fixing up their homes, but not a lot of people are wanting to actually make huge investments into new homes. People just aren't making large purchases, so I say that as the caveat of the fact that that is the mindset of people, and we're still way up in driving traffic and people actually wanting to build a house is incredible to me. Let me show you through some of the numbers. So first off, we're gonna have this dark red line is going to be this year, and then the light red is gonna be last year. So all in all, we're up about 300% people coming to the website. And these are people that are around his area that are actually seeking out custom home builds, right? Like they're researching this stuff. So we're way up in people coming there. Our overall, people filling out the form on the website to actually get a quote. We had 20 last month, and it's up 150% from this time last year. So imagine what it would look like if this was a normal year, how much higher that would even be. And a big part of that is we're creating a better experience for homeowners, for people that are searching for this stuff, right? The last thing that we want to do is confuse and frustrate people. So by having a better experience, they end up staying longer on the website. And when they stay longer on the website, it's more likely that they're gonna build brand trust with you, which turns into more leads. And the more brand trust and people will stay on your website, the more that Google wants to show you. When people have a great experience working with you, and operating on your website, they want to show you more. So that's kind of a holistic picture of what we're seeing numbers wise. It's really incredible how much has come from all this. All right, let me go ahead and jump in. Now that we have some of the numbers out of the way, let me go ahead and jump in and just show you what we're doing a little bit of. The website as a whole it really entails our 5 sales pillars, right? Like if your website is not doing much for you, it's not actually generating leads, it's most likely just a waste of space. So we instilled the 5 sales pillars on this website. We got it all rocking and rolling, so now it is a sales tool. One of the problems in the custom home building industry is that selling a home is one thing, but getting people to walk through this process with you as a home builder it's long, right? We got to think about most people don't want to deal with sitting down to actually go through the process of planning a custom home and building it. I mean, it takes a long time compared to how long it takes you just to go view a house and move in. So it is a completely different buyer that is coming for this. And my backstory on this and what really worked for us and why we're doing well with growing this brand and growing this business is because my parents built their own custom home. So I sat down with both of them for like a couple hours and figured out what process did they go through 20 years ago, why build a custom home, why not just buy one, all those things. And what I learned was it was like a 5-year process in the making, like 3 years of them just going to open house after open house to see what they liked, what they didn't like about certain homes. So they effectively just had like a running list of all the things that they wanted in a home and realized that no home on the market was what they had everything they wanted. So that's when they had to go to a custom home builder. But that was 3 years after starting this process. That's what we're doing with Greg is everything is, we're just building. Because people start the process of figuring out a custom home. I mean, shoot, the most popular page on his site is talking about what it even costs to build a custom home. So it's a long process, but it just keeps compounding over and over and over. And that is how you really start to grow a brand and drive leads to your company if you're a custom home building contractor, okay? So the way that we knocked it all out was we created this sales tool, which is the website. right? It has special things that we put on it. We reverse engineer the whole process. I could really nerd out on what we do and why we do it, but that's not the point of this video. So I just want to show you a little bit of a backstory. So it all works. Some of the things that we really like to hit on is showing his work, right? It's very hard to sell a home without actually showing the work. That's why people have open houses. And it's tough because with a custom home, you don't really know what the end product is going to look like because it's custom, right? So all we can do is just show other homes that we've built and kind of walk through those, go through the images, talk about why somebody get it. So all we're really trying to do here is use the website to sell, but more importantly, build a relationship. And the way that we do that is by ensuring that we're getting in front of the right people at the right place in the right time, AKA making sure that this website shows up in Google when somebody comes to it or wants to research more about getting their home built, okay? Remember, it's all relationship based. Nobody wakes up one morning and says, you know what, I want to get a custom home built. Let me start calling every single builder up that could do it just to get some quotes. It doesn't work like that. They think about it for a long time. They do a bunch of research because this is going to be the biggest investment of their entire life. So how do we do that? We now have to drive people to the website from Google, and we do that using blogs, right? We write articles that are pertinent to his ideal clientele, what they're looking for. So he is now establishing himself as the expert in the area, in the industry. And that's exactly why you see, we're up 300% of people coming to the website. Leads are up 150%. Time on page, meaning how long is somebody staying on each page, is up 40%, which that's kind of a marketing nerd stat, I would say. However, this is one of those little micro metrics that it builds. You're not going to win a bunch of leads if people aren't enjoying themselves on your website. So by establishing a strong website that keeps people around, they're going to build more and more trust with you, which in turn drives more leads. That's just how it works. So if we look at some of the top pages on the site, it's all about everything, cost to build a home. What are different floor plans? What are the best questions to ask a home builder, right? And some of these, like the questions to ask, that people are staying on it for almost 24 minutes. That's how powerful these articles are, is that they want to stay around and they want to be there and they want to learn more about it. And the longer they're on your site, the more that they're actually going to turn into future clients. Okay, stop wasting people coming to your website and just going, it's all right, I'll come back later. The more that you stay top of mind, the easier it's going to be to sell them down the line. All right, so to wrap it all up, it was really a two-part process here. Was one, make sure this website is set up to sell, and two, understand that the buying process for a custom home is completely different than somebody who needs, their pipes fixed in their bathroom. One is super immediate and one is such a long-term play, so you have to build around that. And that's how we did it. So there you go. If you want to learn more about this stuff or potentially figure out how to do this stuff yourself, head over to contractorgrowthnetwork.com. I hope all that makes sense, and I hope to see you over there soon. See ya.